Hi, it's John here from Shepherd's Walks. Welcome to the pre-event briefing video for the Northern Pennine Way Challenge Walk. In this video, I'm going to quickly go through the pre-event information, what to bring, some route-specific guidelines, and just some safety procedures if anything does go wrong on the Northern Pennine Way Challenge Walk. So, to quickly summarise, there's 3 walks, aren't there, on this event: 13 mile, 18 mile, 23 mile walk. They're all linear routes. Fingers crossed you know which one you're booked on. If not, please feel free to drop us an email, info@shepherdswalks.co.uk, and we can remind you which one that you're booked on, and then you can plan accordingly. Each of these walks will be registering and starting at Linbriggs Farm, which is just near Alwynton, and you'll see a link to a map showing the exact location of that in the pre-event information. And I'm going to mention a few times about a GPX file, which is a way you can download and overlay the route information either for your GPS watch or just overlay it on some digital mapping so you can familiarise yourself a little bit more with the trail that's ahead. So, pre-event information you'll find below this video. Just click on it and you'll download a PDF which has all the information that you need to know on there. Again, if you have any problems downloading it, please feel free to just drop us a quick email and we can email that directly to you. Just be aware, each of the 3 events has a half-hour registration window, of which that's the time that you've been allocated. Now, people think it's the wrong way around. It's not the wrong way around. So we start off with 23 mile registration first, then we do 13.5 mile registration, and then 18 mile registration is the way it works. So I know I had a few people last year say, oh, that's the wrong way around. That's the way we do it. It's just that then the 13.5 mile minibus or 30 mile minibus can come back and do the second run of the 18 mile, and that's the way that works. So again, within the pre-event information, you'll see you've got a half-hour slot to register. Once you've registered, get straight on your bus and that will take you to the start of each of those walks. And again, there's information in that pre-event information. Also, that pre-event information, you'll see a kit list, both a mandatory kit list and a recommended kit list. So this is the only time I ever do a briefing video of it. Is to date, this walk has been absolutely superb. We've had great weather on it, and biggest worry we've had is water and having your sunscreen on and your sun hat. But whereas a lot of the route is over 2,000 feet above sea level, if the weather is not great, it could potentially be a very different walk than what we originally planned or we hoped it would be. So we have to have a mandatory kit list. Mandatory kit list is things you have to carry. So go through the kit list either on the pre-event information or again below this video with direct links to various products. Now, we're not here to make a killing out of you or anything. What we've tried to do over the last year, we've bought some of this kit that you may not have, like survival bag, whistle, map, etc. And you can buy it from ourselves at Shepherd's Walks. As you see, I think a whistle's £2.50. We're not selling it to make any money. We're just making it, selling it to make it as easy as possible for you to get the correct kit together. So things like waterproofs, hats, gloves, emergency gear, first aid kit, charging phone, etc. a mandatory kit list, and then there's also some other things as well. It's all listed down below. If you get any questions, please don't hesitate to come back to us and then we can help you with that. Now, asked a few times last year is I am going to be walking with my husband. Do we need 2 first aid kits? Do we need 2 emergency shelters? No, that's the only time we will be lenient if you are going to be walking with that person and staying with that person. And I personally would carry my own personal first aid kit and my own personal emergency shelter, my own personal map. But if you feel that, I think, well, actually my husband does the map reading, my wife does the map reading, I wouldn't know how to read a map, I'm just going to be following them. Yeah, we're not going to pull you up for that. And again, same for first aid kits and stuff. But think about it, this is an investment for the future, and these are kind of kit I would always carry with me as well. So again, you'll see that kit list in the pre-event information, also listed down below. There's links to it from Shepherd's Walks. As always, if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to just get in touch with ourselves, info@shepherdswalks.co.uk, and we can talk you through what's managed there. So, navigation of the route. This is the only challenge walk that has no way marking that we do here at Shepherd's Walk. We put the occasional arrow up, but again, there's videos down below taking you through that route there is. So down below this, there's videos that I did last year, but it's exactly the same of each of the routes. How to download the GPX file, and then overlay it on Ordnance Survey mapping. I'll show you where some free OS planning that you can overlay it on, and I will go through each of those routes independently. What I say in those videos is no, highlight it on top of your paper map if you want to, but just ensure you know where you're going, because there will not be waymarks for the majority of that walk. Now, much of the time it's following the Pennine Way, and when you leave the Pennine Way, we will have a marshal at that point pointing you down to which is either going to be the first checkpoint or the second checkpoint, depending on which walk you've got. But overlay it on the map, understand where you're going beforehand. And again, if you get any questions before the walk starts, just kind of come and see myself or one of the members of staff. You know, we'll be saying, do you understand the route? Have you watched this briefing video? You may say yes, because you'll be watching. If you don't understand the route, have a word with either myself or one of my colleagues. We can quickly go through it. We'll get your map out. We'll get the highlighter pen on it or something like that, and we'll overlay that with it. But again, watch the videos down below of each of the individual routes, where I go through them step by step. Other thing to mention is there's a private Facebook group as well for the event, which is also linked down below. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to share those in there. If you found an emergency bag for £2.99 on Amazon, tell everybody where it is. Help other people, help the community, and share your training experiences to date or what you've learned from past events as well. So it's your group. We'll jump in there if need be, but share those thoughts and questions, and hopefully other groups will mention. Okay, registration at the start is this year. We've got a couple of portaloos. Last year, if you did the event, we were using one toilet within the house. We've learnt our lesson from that, and now we have 2 portaloos at the start. There's no toilets throughout the length of the walk, so again, it's just you're gonna have to go al fresco as such, and it's in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully you'll find somewhere to have it go to the loo if need be. But there will only be toilets at the start, which is also the finish as well of that event. Okay, route videos below, as I've said, that you can quickly work through, and I'll take you through those various checkpoints. Checkpoint 1 is for the 2 longer distances, which are the 23 mile and 18 mile routes, and people are doing the 13 mile walk. We'll just go through 1 checkpoint. Now, the first checkpoint, if you are doing those 2 longer events, is quite remote. It's Lamb Hill Refuge Shelter, so therefore we get a 4-wheel buggy up to there, and therefore there'll be no refreshments there. Now, in the worst case scenario, we'll have a bit of water we can share, but we won't have water for everybody participating on that event. So think of that checkpoint as a soft checkpoint. We'll check you through, make sure everything's okay. But again, we won't be serving teas, coffee, fruit, etc. as we are at checkpoint 2 if you're on each of those 2 longer distances. Now, one thing about the checkpoint at that first checkpoint, if you do feel you need to drop out, we will bring you down from that checkpoint. We do have a 4-wheel drive vehicle taking you up, taking our staff up to there. So if you do need to drop out, you will be brought down from that checkpoint. Now, checkpoint 2, or the first checkpoint if you're doing the 13 mile event, we do have vehicle access to that checkpoint. So again, we can bring you away at any time. One point on that vehicle access at that checkpoint is that's just for our staff. We had a number of people last year, friends and family went up there. It's a single track road, it's a private road. We had to ask for permission, and we actually got told off by a couple of the landowners last time. So please, it's not for public access, but we have vehicle access to get ourselves in and out, our resources in and out, and customers in and out if need be. So if you have got friends and family, they're very welcome to come to Lynn Briggs to welcome you back, but sadly they can't go up to that checkpoint on the day, so just bear that in mind. Okay, worst case scenario, something happens when you're out doing the challenge walk. What are you going to do? So, life-threatening situation, if you would call 999, ask for mountain rescue, ask for police, and then ask for mountain rescue. So something majorly happens, you are a long way from anywhere, ring 999 on your mobile phone, ask for police, ask for mountain rescue, and then that will get mountain rescue scrambled to a emergency situation. If it's a minor issue and you can still walk, just walk on to the next checkpoint or support team that you have. So again, if you have a twisted ankle, just go a little bit slower and make your way to the next checkpoint, and we'll support you from there. We've actually got sweeps during this event, so we'll have sweeps on each of those 3 distances. So a sweep will be coming up behind. So again, if you are injured in every way, get into your bivy bag, keep yourself warm, and a sweep will come across you. Now the sweep and all checkpoints have 2-way satellite communication, so even if you're in a location with no mobile phone signal, as the sweep or one of the sweeps come across to you, we'll be able to communicate either with race control, emergency services, etc, etc. But the key thing, keep yourself warm. If you've got a friend or family or member who can stay with you, absolutely brilliant, but just do that. Now the key thing is, if it is a cold day and you stop walking, potentially you will get cold, so wrap yourself up warm and we'll handle that. But again, in an emergency situation, mountain rescue, first port of call, which is 999, ask for police, and then mountain rescue. Okay. If you do need to drop out of that event at any time, you must proceed to a checkpoint or notify a member of staff. You must not start leaving that trail, go, oh, I know where I am, I can take a shortcut down here, because what will actually happen is the sweep come behind the group. If the sweep gets to the next checkpoint and there's people missing, e.g. you've decided to go an alternative way, for us, that's an emergency situation, which often can be us calling for mountain rescue in a search and rescue scenario. You must not leave the trail at any point unless you've seen a member of staff. And again, we've learned lessons from past years. It's actually, we would bring you back to finish. If you need to drop out, we would walk down with you to a location where we can get a vehicle, and then we would pull you out of, we would drive you out to the finish. You can't go, oh, I know where I am, I can walk 4 miles down here and do this. It happened last year. And we actually ended up with 3 members of staff spending a good hour and a half finding that person, who then got lost in a location that they thought they were going to do. So this year, if you drop out of the event, we are going to bring you down and bring you back to the finish. Okay, I've mentioned the sweeper or first aid qualified, and they've got SATCOMs, and they'll be there to help you, I say first aid qualified as well. Just think about the weather. I've mentioned it before, no hot weather, sunscreen, sun hat, plenty of fluids. No cold weather, think of layering, you got gloves, waterproofs, lay yourself up. And again, we're up on the border ridge. The weather can change quickly, so there's no point in the morning when we're checking your kit going, oh, the weather looks great, do I need to carry waterproofs with me? Yes, you do need to carry your waterproofs with you, because if the weather changes, you wish you had your waterproofs with you. It can get cold. Again, you're over 2,000 feet, so you will get cold. You need to carry everything with you on that kit list. Even if it's a glorious hot day, you need to carry it with you. And again, then just be prepared. No, it's not very heavy. Carry that with you. Okay, to finish off, please watch the route specific videos down below. Please email me. I'm John, by the way, from Shepherd's Walks, with any questions. Please feel free to give us a call if you want from Shepherd's Walks. Happy to discuss anything, either myself or any of my team with you, any questions about it. Things like, kit queries, route confidence, anything else before the day, please don't hesitate to give me a call. It's going to be a great day. It always is. Absolutely stunning walk. I've just been looking back over the pictures from last year, people's feedback from last year. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. It's an absolutely superb location. We're very lucky to have this challenge walk within the calendar at Shepherd's Walks. But again, if you get any questions leading up to the event, again, if the videos below don't answer those questions, or the information and the pre-event information, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And if you've got any friends and family who still want to join us on this walk, there's still a few places left on the 2 longer distances. Give them a call. Recommend they can join you on this walk. And again, if you've got any questions going forward, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And we look forward to seeing you on the day, and hopefully you have lots of smiles when you finish this superb challenge walk. Again, going forward, if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with myself or any of the team. And many thanks for watching.